And Brian May joins us this morning. Brian, so good to see you. Thank you so much for talking with us. This is a big day. Back to the Light, re-released on its 30th anniversary. I guess this just felt like the right time.
Yeah, thank you, Christine. Thank you for your support. Lovely to see you. You look amazing. Yes, it's a big day for me. It's Bri Day today, and I'm doing Bri TV. I hope you don't mind me filming you on Bri TV. Not really filming you, but are you okay with that?
Absolutely, no problem whatsoever. I know,
Bri
because
TV loves you.
You're on Instagram all day today, sort of talking with fans and giving them a bit of an insight into how it's all going, really.
Yeah, and to what it's like this end when you're launching a record and everything, and talking to lovely people like yourself. So thank you. Yeah.
Very, very welcome, Brian. Now, it was a very emotional experience writing the album first time around, Brian. I mean, what are your memories of that time 30 years ago?
It was kind of chaotic, really. We were doing very well, I suppose, as musicians, but my life was falling to pieces all over the place. First of all, we're losing Freddie. We know we're losing Freddie sometime during that period. So we think we're losing the band, and the band is really our family. I'm losing my dad. My dad's about to go. I'm losing my marriage because the marriage is broken up irretrievably. And I think I'm losing my kids forever, although thank God that didn't happen. And my kids are very close now, which is great. But it was a horrendous time for me. It's the time when you lose all your base and you kind of don't know who you are. So the album really was kind of therapy for me, I suppose, working through all my blackness and darkness and self-doubts and looking for the light. That's what it's about. So the whole album, the theme of this whole album is looking for the light, the way out from the dark place.
Which I guess, Brian, will resonate with an awful lot of people nowadays more than ever.
I think it does, yeah. I mean, it's in a sense serendipitous. I didn't design it this way, but it seems like we are all in this position now of trying to find our way out of a pretty dark place because of COVID and everything else. And people are trying to rediscover themselves. So I'm hoping that this is a relevant kind of album to be listening to. It's very old school. I mean, what I'm hoping is that people put it on the record player like you used to do in the old days and listen to it all the way through, because there is a journey to it. You can listen to individual tracks, but that's what it's about. It's an album the way albums used to be, which take you on a journey. So I'm hoping that a whole new generation will join me on that journey and find light in their own.
You were very aware of sending Freddie the wrong message about going solo at that stage, Brian. I know you were very conscious. You were just saying there, like, you knew you were losing him at that point, and then potentially the band. But it was Freddie that made it right by you.
Yeah, and it was unexpected. I did have this kind of niggling doubt in my mind. I thought, this is a terrible time for me to be going out doing my solo thing when we're probably about to lose Freddie. How would he feel about that? And I played him the track, which I'd done for the Ford Motor Company, straight enough, but I'd done my own version, played it to him, and he loved it. And I said, well, do you want to sing it? Do you think it should be a Queen song? And he went, no, darling, you sing it perfectly, beautiful. And then he said, I didn't bring up anything, but he said, look, I know you're probably feeling worried about this, and you're thinking perhaps it's going to upset me in some way. And he said, you shouldn't even have a shadow of a thought like that in your mind. This is the time when you should be finding your wings as a solo artist, and who knows what's going to happen to me, but totally you should be out there doing this. Don't even think about it. So it was great for him to give me that blessing in a way. It's very typical of Freddie, very generous. He never complained about his lot in any way that I ever saw. It's amazing.
Yeah, an incredible character. Also, Brian, I mean, you've always openly spoken about your own mental health and not being afraid to ask for help when you feel like you need it. How did you sort of tackle your way through lockdown and life change? And I mean, you'd been on tour with Queen just before that, hadn't you? And then suddenly you're literally locked in the house.
Yeah, we were at the height of our freedom, walking the world proudly. We went to Korea and Japan, fantastic reception, probably the biggest ever. And then to Australia, we did the Firefight concert. And then suddenly I'm back home and I look at the situation and I think I should be isolating. I should actually be minimizing my contact. So this is way before Boris decided it was a good idea. So me and Anita just really kind of locked ourselves down and we were straight in it. Oh, there she is, my lovely lady. And so that was it. But the contrast was horrific. And I'm not going to complain because a lot of people had it a lot worse than me. But the contrast between flying around the world and doing our stuff and being so free and interacting with people all around the world and suddenly being stuck within four walls. And I couldn't even get to see my studio. I couldn't make music, obviously live, so I couldn't make music on tape either. I couldn't see my kids. I couldn't see my grandchildren. It was like, this is serious. I actually have lost all my life. So it was a weird feeling. So I took to Instagram. That's what happened. I did my little micro concerts on Instagram, and people started joining in. So that became a new kind of platform for me. That's why I'm doing Instagram right now.
Absolutely, yeah. This new audience suddenly was just there at your fingertips. But back on tour, of course, with Queen next year, Brian.
I missed that because something came through from your producer.
Sorry, yeah. Back on tour with Queen. We can see you again next year.
Absolutely. We're resuming that tour. It's been postponed twice now, 2 years. So and at the end of May, we will go back around England. We do, I think, 10 nights at the O2. We do Birmingham, Manchester, and a couple of others. And then we go back into Europe and do all those gigs, which we couldn't do 2 years ago. Yeah, that's Brexit allowing and COVID allowing. There's problems from all of that stuff, but we're ready, and I will be fit. I can tell you, because I'm doing my heart rehab like a demon. Religion, my religion is fitness now.
Good for you, but it feels good, doesn't it? I mean, you must feel really excited bringing this album to a brand new audience today. There's something really special about that for you.
It's amazing. I feel so excited about it. I'm like a kid, really, because this really feels like a new album to me. I still feel all the things that are on this album. I still feel the pain and the anxiety and the passion, the dreams, the disappointments. It's all in there. And I'm still that person. There's a line in Back to the Light which says, I'm still the same. It's still the same old me inside. That's what it is. It's still me. And I stand by the album. And as of today, it's out there. You can download it, you can stream it, you can do all the things which kids do today, which you couldn't for the last 15 years. It's been hidden underground, this album. So today, it's out, it's live, it's out there, and you can get it. Please buy it.
Today is the day. Brian, it's been an absolute delight. Thank you so much for talking to us. Like we say, Back to the Light, it is out today, and it sounds as good as it ever did. Thanks so much, Brian. Take care. See you soon.
Bless you, Christine, and love to the old man.
Thank you.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.